Hey boys and girls, it's Mr. Ryan again, and I thought we might do something fun today. So why don't we get out of the house and take a trip to the aquarium. So here's the aquarium, and as you can see, it is a really big building, and a lot of fish and other animals that live in the water also live here. So when we go to the aquarium, we can check in and see what they're up to. So let's go ahead and do just that. And here's the first thing we see. Do you know what this is? It is a shark, but this is a special kind of shark. They call it a tiger shark. And the reason they call it that is because of the stripes it has on its side. And they kind of look like tiger stripes, so they call it a tiger shark. Next we have this guy. And it looks like a turtle, right? Well, it is a turtle. But these turtles live in the ocean, and they're really big. They're just about as big as you, and maybe even a little bit bigger. And so they go to the beach to lay their eggs, and then they and their babies go back in the water, and that's where they live. Now this guy, he's a little bit different, isn't he? He doesn't look like normal fish. He is a manta ray. And manta rays are kind of flat, and they almost look like they have wings, don't they? But they can swim in the ocean just like any other fish can. Have you seen one of these before? They call this a killer whale. And in this picture, it's actually a mama and her baby. Now, killer whales are not fish. They breathe air just like you or I do. So they have to come up to the top of the water every now and then to take a breath, and then they go back down. Now this one is really different from anything we've seen. It's a jellyfish, and they call it a fish, but it's not really a fish, but it still moves around and it kind of swims in the water. Sometimes, if you go to the beach, you may see one of these on the sand, but stay away from it, because they can sting and it will hurt a little bit if they do. But otherwise, they stay in the water and just kind of mind their own business. Now this one is a little bit more normal than some of the things we've seen. He is a grouper, and he's a big fish. He's just about as big as a grown-up would be. And grouper, they spend their days swimming around and kind of seeing what the other fish are doing. They go a little bit slowly, but they still do everything they need to do. Okay, now we're back to something different. What do you think this is? It almost looks like a snake, doesn't it? But it's not a snake. It's an eel. An eel are fish that kind of look like snakes. And this eel is actually a special eel. He is an electric eel, and he can actually shock people if they get too close. Now we have one that I think a lot of you might have seen in cartoons or on TV before. She is a dolphin. And dolphins, also like us, have to come up to breathe air. They can't just live underwater all the time like fish do. But dolphins are really smart, and they usually like people. Here's one more thing for us to look at before we leave the aquarium. And it is also like a dolphin, so it has to breathe air, but it's a little bit different. It's a beluga, and as you can see, they're really white, and they have kind of a big head. So they're maybe a little bit funny looking, but they are still really fun and nice animals. So that was our trip to the aquarium. Did you have fun? I know I did. And I really liked some of the animals, but I'm curious to know what your favorite animals were at the aquarium. So let me know, and I will see what all of you have to say. So until next time, have a good day, and I will talk to you soon.